I'm not sure what the word is. Makeshift tripod. Let's hope this sticks. I made a tripod. You ready for the big reveal? Well, where do I start now? My name's Kenzie. I am 26 years old. I am very into art, plants. There's absolutely bloody loads of them. I like being outdoors. I'm not so much sporty because I've got terrible coordination. I'm a very home bird. I like having my own space, creating my own space. Interior design, absolutely love it. Terrible at visualising, but absolutely love it. I am a mother, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter. I'm navigating life, that's what I'm doing. So I'm here to hopefully raise some awareness on dyslexia, what it's like living with someone with autism, and touching on ADHD as well. This is a podcast about my life and how I've had to, not had to, I don't want to phrase it like that. Battles have been won. There we go. Also bringing in my sisters, hopefully, at some point. My middle sister was diagnosed autistic last year or the year before. I was diagnosed dyslexic last year. I've always known I was dyslexic because I had Irlen syndrome diagnosed at the age of 15, and I had some questionable glasses. So yeah, I've always known I've had some learning difficulties, and then was never diagnosed formally because I think it cost the school, so they just didn't put me through for testing. They just took my diagnosis of Irlen syndrome and took that as needing extra time. Then when I got to college, I told them I was dyslexic. No questions were asked. I just kind of always knew, but in university you need a formal diagnosis to get any help or any like specialised equipment or anything like that. So I got formally diagnosed with dyslexia. On my diagnosis sheets, it does disclose a lot of information about like home life and medical history, family history of neurodivergence, because I actually didn't realise, but through the power of YouTube and learning, I have come to learn that actually dyslexia is a form of neurodivergency. I've always felt like an outsider, and because of that I don't want other kids to endure that feeling ever. It's okay to be dyslexic, it's okay to be dyscalcular, it's okay to be dyspraxic. God help my son. I just want to bring everyone together to have a conversation about how neurodivergency might be affecting your life, or how it has affected your life. They all come under such a big umbrella term, and that's why I want to discuss all the different ones and learn. So if anyone is here watching this that has more information or has pieces of information that they'd like to insert into the dialogue, absolutely put it down below. So where I struggle with my dyslexia is words. I can often get words mixed up, I can get names mixed up, I can forget names. I'm really awful with celebrities. So if someone says a celebrity name and I'm like, who's that? And they're like, you don't know who that is? And I'm like, well, if you show me a picture, probably. I do struggle with that. Audible instructions. Awful. Explain it to me in layman's terms, or show me. Show me, watch me do it so that I do it right, and if you need to correct me, correct me. I can't just go off what someone tells me to do, unfortunately. And I wish I could, but I find it very frustrating, and I've always found it frustrating, which then comes back to realising by listening to these podcasts and these people that are advocating for, oh my god, my brain. See, this is also, I don't even know whether to keep this in or to cut this out. This is also something that I struggle with, is like, all of a sudden my brain just goes, like, I've just clicked onto a noise upstairs and it's just thrown everything. There's very, very, very successful people out there that are not neurodivergent. There are some people out there that are not successful and they are really struggling to the point where their life isn't functionable at the moment. And I almost got to that point where I was a robot. Like, I was just doing what I needed to do to get by. I'm an artist, and it's embarrassing to say that because I don't practice daily. However, it shouldn't be embarrassing to say that, because it doesn't matter how many times you practice in a year. If you're an artist and you create art once, twice, you know, you're an artist. And there's something that I would absolutely love to do. I want to hone a craft that gives back to the community, and especially those who are struggling, which I feel like the neurodivergent community is massively struggling with mental health and just surviving, man. This is why I'm sat here right now in my living room in the north with my walls that are currently being waited to be replastered, my plants around me with some blankets on as a backdrop, my beautiful, beautiful friend's artwork behind me, because I haven't got a studio and I haven't got the money to do so. I'm filming this on my phone. My phone's currently strapped to a piece of wood with some electrical tape. Fucking do it. Just do it. Just be that person that's going to stand up for yourself and be like, do you know what? I see all these people doing this interesting thing, making podcasts and speaking up, and I want to contribute and be a part of that. ADHD, autism, anything like that can be heightened by nurture. Okay, so the symptoms can be heightened by nurture because it's the way that you are nurtured into this life. And if you have got some sort of form of background of ADHD or autism, which we do in our family, it can often become very difficult for those with emotional dysregulation, and that tends to come with the spectrum. But because of that, small insignificant things that you may not signpost or put as a, what's the word, trauma, holy shit, my mind, my mouth is just not working together. Now I've come to realisation that I have most likely got, I am most likely affected by emotional dysregulation because I've always cried a hell of a lot. But that's how I express myself, and that's how I experience things. You know, it's all circumstantial and individual. We experience this life different to the next person, and that's what makes us human beings. We are not all the same people. Do you know what I mean? I just want to be here. I want to make a safe space for people to talk. I want to talk about everything that could possibly be bothering you or a family member, because in terms of being neurodivergent, it's very difficult to pinpoint what exactly is upsetting you throughout life. If I can do that for one person, that's me done. Like, that's me happy. Not me done, but me happy. I'll be making some cozy podcasts with my cup of tea that's always going to go cold because I talk far too much. If you enjoyed this podcast and you want to hear more from little old me, then give me a like and a subscribe, and you can give me a bit of a gauge of whether to carry this on, Because like I said, imposter syndrome is getting me bad. So I'm gonna go because I can't stop talking and I just want to go because I'm getting anxiety. Bye!